Hi, it's Gabby again, and thank you for clicking on the video. This is vlog 3 for the week of, actually, let me verify that, just because I don't know what day the date of the end of this week was. Okay, it is the week of the 19th to the 23rd that this weekend review is for. That's March 19th to March 23rd. So, this week, this was an interesting week. A very intense week. I forgot to calculate the average, but as you can see, I had a low day with 10, and then I had really high days right after. I just go day by day with you guys on that. So, on a Monday, let's see what I had on my planner. Monday was just my review day, and I reviewed everything I needed to do for that week. Classes-wise, I had a pretty good day, I'd say. My score was 14 that day, and yeah, I have no complaints there. Other than the normal, like, I mean, I can't deny anxiety, so we're saying, like, the normal anxiety that I have on a day-to-day basis. That's just gonna happen. Then Tuesday, I had a higher, I had 17. That, again, Tuesdays are I found a trend here. I'm very anxious when I have all my classes on Tuesdays. That's my 4 classes. But I have less time to think about everything. So usually the days after that are not a reflection of what I did on, any thinking that I did the day prior. Usually a lot of the anxiety comes throughout the day itself. And like literal events that happen, not like me overthinking and just coming up with things. And then Thursday, that Thursday, I'm not, obviously, like, I don't mention names or anything here, and you guys don't even know where I go to school, but, my roommates, one of my roommates, and she used to be my best friend, and we still talk, we're still friends and everything now, but, her boyfriend broke up with her that day, and she was not doing so well. She had very intense emotions and just wasn't doing so well. So my friend needed some advice, and I panicked, and I didn't really know how to deal with that situation because I've never gone through that. But there were just things that really affected her, and for her privacy, I'm not going to mention exactly how, what she was, in addition to, like, the whole breakup thing, I'm just going to be very broad and say that it was just a very intense time for her, emotionally, and so a lot of that energy, like, reflected onto me, and I started, like, really getting panicky and really overwhelmed, and so I was supposed to have an exam the next day, so the Thursday and Friday I had 20. I was supposed to have an exam the next day, but I was so panicky and so anxious because just, like, the energy in the room and, like in our apartment was just so tense, and, like, I was having to deal with that, and, like, all of her friends were trying to contact me and everything, and just, it was an intense situation, so, I had a panic attack that day and just could not handle myself, and unfortunately had to cancel my exam, and I was freaking out about that because I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to take my exam. I was like, so I was worried that that was going to be it, that I wasn't going to be able to take that exam. And but I contacted our student accessibility service, and I was like, explained to them like that a mental health issue came up and that I would not be able to make it to my exam. And so they're like, that's okay, as long as you get permission from your professor. So in addition, my professor did not respond to me in like right away, so I was like panicking about that. But eventually I was able to schedule that exam, like reschedule that exam for another day. But wow, that was intense. I luckily, like, with the whole like roommate situation, my other roommates were also like there, so they also were aware of the situation, so I was able to talk to them whenever I felt a little overwhelmed about something or I needed to say something out loud to them. I was able to do that, so that's something that I recommend doing if you have roommates. Like, if you need to talk about something and at that moment you don't have anyone else. I know therapy can only do like only does so much, so you can't just randomly, like, you can call hotlines and stuff, which I'll leave links below for the suicide prevention hotline. But sometimes you just want to talk. You're not necessarily in a crisis or anything. You just need to talk to someone. And I don't have many friends, so like, or friends that maybe can talk about situations like that. But my roommates were aware of the situation, so I was able to talk to them. I'm thinking about going to therapy again. I did therapy for 3 months, 2 days a week over the summer. So usually the summers are like my go-to therapy times, which I need to change. There needs to be during the school week. It's just so hard to schedule around my exams and schedule around all this, but I need to make the time. So this has pointed out to me that, like, in addition to doing these videos, in addition to updating and like doing weekly and like writing in my keeping track of everything on here, I need to also just go to therapy and talk to someone about stuff, because sometimes you just need to do that and it's okay. I loved my old therapist. He actually had the saying with me, because my particular anxiety was like, because like anxiety is just it's like your body thinks it's gonna die, but are you gonna actually die from this event? So that was his thing. It sounds a little crazy or like a little out of this world, but it's like, but did you die? But did you die? So it was like, I made a meme and everything for him because of like the hangover. So I did that and that was fun. So I got over a lot of stuff during therapy. So I think I'm gonna go back and see how that goes. And yeah, I'm doing much better after that. Like, once everything settled down, this 20 probably went down to like maybe like 16 at least, because I just went to my room and just like took deep breaths, just did some breathing exercises, and just came to terms with that there's only so much that I can do for my roommate, and at that point it was just time that she needed help with getting over the breakup. Like, it's just time. So yeah, did that. But it was quite the week though. as you can see, like, it was a very tense week. And yeah, but at least I got to, talk it out and get through those situations. I would say a lot of that helped me this week, like technique wise. I've learned in therapy is breathing. This week, the whole breathing exercises has, like, for this week, the breathing exercises have helped me tremendously. I'm more in the zone, I guess, this week compared to last week, but my anxiety is heightened. So that's just like unfortunately how it is sometimes, like, but now that I'm able to focus, like after having gone through this like tough week, hopefully next week will be better. However, next week I have some events going on that I have to do, but I'll update you guys on that in the next video. And I'll go over like what, because the event, I'll go over those events on like what day those were and like everything. So yeah, so that was my week in review. Thank you for being here with me again, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your week or whatever time of day, a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.